Hey guys, we are back for Boruto episode 271. So, last time we had the reveal of Hana is the assassin. She's been raised since she was adopted by the minister to be this assassin, although in the time that she spent in the Leaf Village, which has been a good amount of time, I think they said it was like 8 or 10 years or something like that. Um, she seems to have developed kind of a second personality from being undercover so long and everything, and now that second personality doesn't want to go through with her mission, and then the old personality is trying to push for it and taking over and stuff like that. So it's a really interesting circumstance because I mean, maybe it is some kind of jutsu, like pushing her to, like I don't know if the evil personality is some kind of jutsu that we can just break. It might just be multiple personality stuff, and if that's the case, if it's not a jutsu that we can just break, then how can we save Hana if we can even save her, right? So very interesting stuff. It also explained a lot of things. I talked in the discussion of last episode about how it kind of explains why she was so weak against the bear, because it was probably another test, like she mentioned with the kidnappers, to test how strong Kawaki is, kind of thing. Or it's also possible that her second personality just isn't as strong as the original personality, kind of thing, because she grew up to be a, teacher rather than a combatant, kind of thing, with that personality. But either way, I loved the inverted hair color when she was looking in the mirror and seeing herself and stuff like that. That was very cool. And yeah, infiltrated 10 years ago. I wrote it down. Look, my notes help. But anyways, yeah, I'm looking forward to this episode, guys, to see what happens next. And we are gonna start here in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, now. We went right into the opening this time. I do have a coffee here I'm gonna drink, and I threw it. It actually ended up not being too bad. It's not too frozen. Before my nap, I was like, well, I'm napping right now, so what do I do with the rest of my coffee? I threw it in the freezer that I have in the next room over, and it almost froze solid, but it looks like we're decent off. Let's see if I can drink out of it. Last time there was like all the way up the straw, it was all frozen inside the straw, so I couldn't get anything to come out of it. Alrighty. Oh, that's right. They're going on like a... I think they talked about this, right? Either that, or sometimes I don't stop the episode, like, right in time, and I see a few seconds of the preview. And I could have seen that, too, if they didn't say it, and that might be how I knew, but... I remember seeing something about an island. Uninhabited. I imagine she's gonna try to take out Kai on this island without anyone here to distract her other than Kawaki. It's also nice that Kawaki managed to still be here. So is that acting from the evil Hana? Wasn't the good Hana like locked up after stopping the last attempt? The tears made me think that it was real Hana, or no, the puppy! Oh, stepped in a bear trap. Oh, help it. Uh-oh. That's a creepy face. Oh, poor puppers. Oh god, more rumors. Hmm. Well, should probably look for more traps. Was it Hana? And if it was Hana, what is she playing at? Oh no. Not the food. Hmm. Unless it is habited. You can probably do some foraging and stuff, but you just gotta be careful of more traps and threats. This is why you need someone like Choji or Chocho on your team. They'd have backup food in their bag. My curiosity is, when did she set this up? Unless she came to this island, set some shit up. So she has to stay in the leaf even after Kai is dead? Or maybe it's to keep the cover alive, right? Like, if... I'll talk about it in discussion. Nice. Hmm. She caught into something, I think. Knew that he was suspicious. What was that? Let's find out! Oh, okay, the drone. Some kind of animal. How is she controlling it? She's just looking at a screen. Oh! Someone take it out. Yeah, that's definitely not just like damage from falling. There's water there too. And there's not water anywhere else. Is it a water jutsu that took it out? Fucking Hana. Just lurking. That's the thing, is I don't know if it's just her screwing with them. Seems like it. Oh. It's so sweet, but it's also so painful knowing that this is the person trying to kill her. Okay, so there's reporting back. Yeah. I mean, if there really was a rogue shinobi... Hmm. Yeah, a skilled enough shinobi could definitely wipe out all these kids. I hate to say it, but it's true. But I mean, all this. I mean, there may not even be any shinobi here. It might just be all Hana. But why is she taking out their ability to search? Is she planning on trying to, like, separate Kai and then make it so they can't find her? But why not just kill her instantly, right? Okay, so they were on this island long enough for them to steal the food and place a trap, so it definitely could have been Hana. I was thinking that they, like, had just arrived and all of a sudden the dog stepped in the trap, meaning the trap was here before they arrived. But okay. Yeah. Aww. You and Himawari and everyone else. Himawari and everyone else. Yeah, they're fine too. Oh, so they don't know that. Interesting. I guess I just assumed it was known information, but interesting. Sometimes I just assume that the information I know is the information that everyone else knows. You have the ability to make treats on this island with no supplies? Dozo, dozo. And uh-oh. Uh-oh. Hmm. Ooh. Oh, this is part of the play. I was gonna say, see, I thought it was gonna be that Hana actually made a mistake and they were gonna find the flowers near something incriminating and be like, that's how they were gonna figure out it's her. But now I think it's Hana lost them on purpose so that way Kai will go look for them with her, get her alone, all their searching equipment's gone, and she can kill her, I guess. And then I guess the rumors of the rogue shinobi, everyone would think it's the rogue shinobi, no one would think it was her, and her cover would still be intact. Oh, is it a recording of what they saw? Oh, yep, you saw something in the top left corner. What was that? What is that? It's like a little bit of red something. Is it like part of her hair? Or... Oh, it's the Linsaw flower petals, okay. Yeah. And now where's Kai? Hmm. The... Yeah. Okay, so it kind of was left somewhere that was a little bit incriminating. Come on, guys, catch up. Oh. Alright. Confrontation time. She's gonna grab her hostage. Oh, her hair actually switched. Interesting. It was always in the reflection or in the mind before, wasn't it? I didn't think it actually switched in person. Like, physically. Nice. Oh, jeez. There is a little bit locked away in there of that, but unfortunately, this is the life of shinobis, though. Wonder if any of the other kids will get involved or if it'll just be these two. She's gonna take the bridge down. I don't think so. Something happened. Ah, what? It's already over? Ah, now it's definitely she's not dead. So, if Kai's going to a shinobi academy, she must be learning some stuff, right? Could she have done a replacement jutsu? Do they know how to do that yet? And it'll poof into a log next episode? Just thinking about that as a possibility. That's like the one thing that I'm not sure of is the skill level of all these kids, right? So I don't know if that's something that's in their toolkit yet. And I don't know if Kai is like just there for the academy experience or if she's like actually getting shinobi training kind of thing, right? That was a good episode though. I enjoyed it, and things are picking up now with, last episode, the reveal from Hana, and now this episode of our characters finding out and everything. I believe I was told the next manga, the next canon stuff starts at, 280, and we're at 271, just so you guys know that I know. So I already know that we've got 9 episodes left. No preview. Oh, okay. Man. I should have been more ready for that, but luckily I only saw Kawaki and Himawari standing there. Oh, thank God. I was worried it was gonna pan over to, like, Kai just being fine, or pan over to whatever happens to Kai, or something in the preview. I don't know if it actually shows that or not, but whew, I feel like it was about to cut to another scene, too, because it lingered on Kawaki and Himawari for a while there before I hit the pause button. But anyway, that's it, guys, for episode 271. But yeah, so uninhabited island, rumor of a killer rogue shinobi. So she mentioned having to stay in the leaf after the death of like that she has to go back to the leaf and go back to her cover, right? And I want to talk about that because I mean my theory is even if she's successful, it's not like she can just go right back to the minister, right? If everybody knows it's her, they could trace that back to the minister, possibly, right? Like, we've seen, like, mind infiltration jutsus and everything. If they infiltrate her mind, find a memory of her with the minister, right? And then they know that it was the minister that orchestrated this, and he goes down for it, kind of thing. That's not good for what the minister wants. So I imagine what her orders was to keep your identity secret and kill Kai and then resume your role as a teacher, kind of thing. Make them just think it's some random assassin, kind of thing. So which, I mean, I guess they already suspect the minister was sending assassins, so that doesn't make perfect sense. But maybe if they think that the assassin that the minister sent is dead, they would think this is another assassin. I don't know. I don't know exactly how it would all go down, but yeah, the way she said it made it sound like she has to try to go back. Now, granted, unless she kills everybody here and makes up some kind of excuse as to why they all died, I don't think her cover's intact anymore. So I guess all of that is a moot point anyway, which is why she just went and killed Kai right here, right now, right in front of them, is because her cover's already blown. So now she's just trying to finish the mission, and then whatever comes next comes next. So that's my theory, anyway, because of the way she said that. And then also, yeah, I'm a little bit confused about why she took the tracking out and everything, because if she probably could have killed Kai very quickly, very easily, in that moment of, like, them, like, I guess if Kawaki and Himawari never caught up to them, what would the tracking have done for her, right? Like, if she kills Kai, her mission's already complete, unless they didn't want her to find the body, or they didn't want the kids to find the body, or something like that, I don't know. But yeah. I'm sure there's a reason. I'm sure it's probably something obvious that I'm just not thinking of, kind of thing. Maybe it was like a just in case, too. Maybe it's like, oh, if things go wrong, if something like what did happen, Himawari and Kawaki find out, then maybe she could run, and then they wouldn't have their means of tracking, because the dog and the drone have been taken out, kind of thing. But unfortunately, they found her anyway, and things just didn't work out in her favor, so it could have just been like a precaution, right? And I guess, like, doing all that stuff makes it seem like it's possible that there is a rogue shinobi here, which means that she could blame the death of Kai on the rogue shinobi and keep her cover intact, kind of thing. Once again, assuming what happened didn't happen, right? But yeah, I liked the little uninhabited island. I liked the little mystery, because at the very beginning I wasn't sure, because it, like, they showed up on the island, and then there was the trap thing. To me, it felt like the trap was already there when they arrived on the island. But then they said that they had time to steal the food, put that in the trap, get the dog to go to the trap and get caught, and stuff like that, which means that they had time for the food to be there on the island, which means they had time to steal it, which made it possible for it to just be Hana, right? And obviously the drone ended up being Hana. So, but yeah, they had me going for a little bit of like, ooh, is there like someone else here? Is it actually some random rogue shinobi? Or is it, is it someone working with Hana, like she orchestrated ahead of time? having like someone come here and set shit up or something. But yeah. Um I like the little moment with Kawaki because, you know, he's a very introverted person, and um he doesn't like to express his own emotions very much. So, you know, he was saying like, "Ah, yes, of course I'm gonna protect you. It's my mission." And you know, Kai was a little disappointed to hear that, but then he also mentioned like, "Okay, well, the academy has been fun. I never even considered to go and everything." And that's really cool. And that's like a classic introvert thing, because there's been a lot of times, myself being an introvert, that I will be like, oh, I really don't want to go do this. I really don't want to go do this. But I get dragged to it, and I'm like, okay, that was actually pretty fun, you know? Um, and I like that Kawaki was able to say that out loud and express it to Kai and us as the audience, that, you know, because also, like, not only with the introverted kindness of Kawaki, he's also a little bit like stubborn sometimes, where it's like, oh, I don't need to go to this academy with a bunch of kids, you know, kind of thing. I feel like he has a little bit of that attitude before, like, I feel like he would have thought that way if it was just not a mission and it was genuinely just, hey, go to the academy and experience what the kids growing up in our village experience. He probably would have been like all dismissive about it and not want to go, kind of thing. But since he was forced to go from a mission, he realized how much fun it really is. And, you know, I mean, he didn't take it seriously, and he wasn't really listening all that much in class in the beginning, but I think I said it at the start of this arc. I really think that he could learn some stuff, because sure, he already has some skills from having the karma mark and stuff like that. He's already picking up on some jutsus and everything. But there's a lot of that stuff that those shinobis learn in school that they utilize that, you know, we don't really think about. Like, we saw them in old Naruto, we saw them going over like the trajectory of like throwing kunai and everything, and being able to like trace like the angles at which they could be coming at you through like math equations and stuff like that. And I'm sure a lot of that stuff comes in handy, and sure, some of it you can just learn from experience, and he already is pretty good. But yeah, I just feel like there's a good amount of stuff that he could learn from this experience too. So I just like that he's having fun and stuff like that. So, and I mean, he didn't really have much of a childhood, and this is kind of, you know, in the same respect of Kai not having much of a childhood because she's expected to be this princess. Kawaki hasn't had much of his childhood either, so now he's kind of getting to experience what it could have been like, right? And stuff like that, and get some of those memories that he can cherish later on and stuff like that. So, but yeah. Anyway, honestly, I don't really have much more to say. I just like the episode. I'm really curious as to, you know, what's going to happen with Hana in the end of all this. Like, can we get that old personality back and get rid of the bad one? Is that possible, or is she just doomed to be either killed or locked up forever? I mean, assuming she doesn't just get away, right? Um, so yeah, it'll be interesting to see how they wrap it up. But I feel like we're getting closer and closer to it, right? Like with the reveal now that the kids know, there can't be too much more. Like, I feel like it's got to be resolved, like, on this island. I can't imagine she's gonna go back to the Leaf Village with all of these kids and somehow, you know, be able to report this kind of thing. So yeah, I feel like we're going to be wrapping it up very soon. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Hit that subscribe button if you enjoyed. Check out my Patreon if you want to see more from me. Link in the description below. There's also going to be 2 extra episodes through the early access tier on my Patreon, and other shows that aren't released to YouTube yet. So check all that stuff out if you're interested. Links in the description, or it should be popping up on the screen, and I will see you guys in my future reactions. Bye-bye.